Hi, it's Amy and Tim from GoWithLess. I was in a Facebook group today, and it was not a frugal living Facebook. It wasn't a personal finance Facebook group. It was just a random group of people in my town. And one person asked the question, and that question was one I've seen before. And the question was, how much does your family spend a month on groceries? I was really surprised. There were a lot of responses. There were at least 50 responses, and I went and looked at all of them, and I, of course, commented where we are because Tim has tracked all of our spending for his entire life. But just our spending and it's the two of us and our daughter eats as much as I do. But she's only here 3 days a week. So it's like 2.5 adults, and we eat almost all of our meals at home now. And we spent, for the past year, our average monthly spending for a whole year was $263.44 a month. And I didn't think that was crazy cheap because we eat really well. But when I looked at the other 50 people, and when I look at other groups who asked this question, apparently we are extremely low. So in that, I wrote out, 16 tips of how we save money, and I thought this would make a nice YouTube series. I think that it's going to take longer than one episode, so I think I'm going to probably break it into 2 or 3. So let's go along and get going and see how that goes, and maybe tomorrow we'll look for another one. Please do hit the subscribe button down below so that when this will definitely be broken into at least 2, maybe more, to give money saving tips, but please do hit subscribe so that you know when those come out.
So the first thing we're going to give as a tip is those circulars that come in the mail once a week from all your local grocery stores, don't throw those in the trash. So we pay a lot of attention to those. Actually, that's one of my Tuesdays when our circulars show up in our mailbox. It's one of my favorite days of the week.
Happy day.
Is when the circulars show up. The mail makes me happy in general, but when the circulars show up, it's a great thing. Not only do the circulars give you ideas about what's on sale, so we know which stores we're going to go and buy stuff, oftentimes the circular, at least one of our local chains, will have a coupon in the store that's only available in the circular. So it's like
the circular that you're sent. It's not available in the circular in the store.
You can't go to the store and get the same circular. So it's like $5 off $40. This local chain is called Sprouts, but keep your eye out for those. I'd say every 6 weeks there's one of these that comes out in the circular, so you want to be sure and grab those. And then also just, again, looking at the deals that are there, it's nice to know what's out there.
Yeah.
So, and then, did you have something?
I do. Yeah.
Okay,
so I'll take the second one.
Oh, hang on, I forgot. So one of the other things that we have are just rules of thumbs about our shopping in general. So it's important to know what a deal is, and so if you don't really know what prices look like, then you're potentially not going to even know. If they advertise it and it's a big advertisement, it's $5 a pound for ground beef, and they make it out like it's a big thing. Well, maybe ground beef only normally costs $3.99 a pound or something like that. So we have rules of thumb about a lot of the items that we regularly buy, in specific the proteins that we eat, whether it's meat.
Because they're the most expensive things.
That's exactly right. So we don't typically buy meat unless it's less than $5 a pound. We have
Actually,
some
I'd go to
exceptions to that.
$5 and less, so not less than. $5 is pretty much our threshold.
As a matter of fact, we're probably buying for a lot less than that. So chicken, certainly, we're buying
more like $2
oftentimes
or less,
for $2 a
less.
pound. That's exactly right. So anyway, I'm sorry, sweetheart.
Okay. So the number 2 tip is look around the store to see what's on sale. So there are often manager sales. Maybe that particular store is flush with something that isn't in the circular, that's an unadvertised sale. So pay attention when you're in that store. If you could leave the kids at home, that might not be such a bad idea, so you can give your full attention. Also, there can be sections around the store of like maybe things that go bad kind of quickly. So meat, produce that have like another day left, and so they don't have weeks left. This isn't a time when you'd want to stock up for the week. However, if you're doing grocery shopping for the day or for tomorrow, it might be meat that has another day on it, and it's half the price of what it normally is. So look at those discount areas of your store. And most of that, we do a lot of grocery shopping, and we like to go to grocery stores whenever we travel or in a new place. So we see these in other grocery stores in other parts of the country. So if you don't know where that is in your grocery store or stores of choice, ask employees. They totally know.
Yeah, and they'll have cold vegetables, things that are about to go bad like in the next few days. So buying those oftentimes is a great way to save.
If you're going to be using them quickly.
Yeah,
so
that's
exactly
right. But don't buy them and then let them sit around and then end up throwing them out.
Okay, number 3. plan your meals around what you buy. So so I'll just buy whatever's on sale. Sometimes I don't even look at the circular. Tim loves the circular. And the coupon is definitely can be a good idea, but because we're going to buy groceries anyway, so why not get them cheaper? But sometimes I just show up at the grocery store and I'm buying whatever is on killer deal, and I bring all that stuff home. And what I'll do is I'll base my recipes around what was on sale that day or that week. So I'm not going to go in with a big giant shopping list of stuff. Although we do keep, so one of my tips coming up later talks about making sure you're buying things on sale when you're running out. So that's not I'm not talking about pantry staples, but I'm talking about things to make your meals. So when I bring home whatever we're going to be making and eating that week, and I figure out through my cookbooks or through the internet. I'll look up, maybe Skinny Taste is one of my favorites for healthy recipes. All Recipes is great, so you could type in, maybe you have bananas that are going bad. Type in bananas and you can get, maybe you type in bananas and dinner or salads. Maybe you don't want a dessert, I don't know. They're really user friendly. So that gets us to 6 minutes. So we're gonna stop. We're gonna come back tomorrow. So please, like I said, hit the subscribe button. Tim will be back tomorrow with tip number 4. Thank you for listening. And adios.
Adios. Thanks, guys.